If you've ever just sat there staring at a blank screen, wondering if that great product idea of yours will actually, sell, you know the feeling. Today, we're going to replace that guesswork with a real formula, a step-by-step, data-driven blueprint for finding a product that people are literally already lining up to buy.
Right? This is the big question. It's the one that keeps every entrepreneur up at night. You've got an idea, maybe you're even super passionate about it, but there's always that little voice in your head asking, will anyone actually buy this? It can feel like a total shot in the dark, like buying a lottery ticket. But what if it didn't have to be? What if there was a system?
This, this right here is the whole game. This one sentence can completely change how you approach your business. You gotta stop trying to be some genius inventor who just dreams up the next big thing out of thin air. Instead, think of yourself as a smart detective. Your job isn't to create demand from scratch, it's to find where it already exists. It's a huge shift from hoping you're right to proving you are.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to really lock in that core mindset, validate, don't guess. Then we'll get tactical and dive into competitor research. Next up, I'll walk you through 4 essential tools that are basically your market signals. After that, we hit the most important part, the final non-negotiable product checklist. And we'll wrap it all up by showing you how this whole process builds just rock-solid confidence in your choice. Let's do this. Okay, let's really dig into this first idea, moving from pure uncertainty to making decisions backed by data. This is the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. We've all had those shower thoughts, right? Those random product ideas that feel absolutely brilliant in the moment. The problem is, gut feelings don't pay the bills. This part is all about building a new reflex. Instead of asking, what if, we're going to start asking, what is the data telling me?
You know, what I really love about this framework is how simple it is. It takes this huge, complicated challenge and just boils it down to 2 key phases. First, you do the research, you look out at the world and see what's already crushing it. Then, you turn that focus inward and apply a totally ruthless final checklist that any potential product absolutely must pass. It's a filter, and trust me, only the best ideas are going to make it through. So, where do we actually start? We start with competitor research. And look, this isn't about stealing ideas, not at all. It's about letting your competitors spend their money to teach you what works. Think about it. They've already tested the ads, the angles, the audiences. Our job is just to be smart, learn from their investment, and spot the patterns of success.
And the process itself is super focused. First, you just narrow it down to your top 3 competitors. That's it. This stops you from getting overwhelmed. Second, you analyze their ads. This is so crucial because ads are where companies put their money. It shows you exactly what messages are connecting with customers right now. And finally, you find that direct angle, competitors selling the very same product. This way, you're making a real apples-to-apples comparison of what's working. Okay, so you know what to look for, but how do you actually find it? Well, this brings us to our 4 essential tools. Think of this as your validation toolkit. Each tool is like a different sensor, giving you a specific signal. Everything from website traffic to raw consumer demand that helps you build a really complete picture of a product's potential. Now, what's really key here is that each tool gives you a different piece of the puzzle. Afterlib shows you where companies are really spending money on ads. The Facebook ad library lets you see the actual ads they're running. Amazon's movers and shakers list, that's just pure gold. It literally shows you what products are suddenly flying off the shelves. And Calidata tells you how fast stuff is selling on TikTok. You put them all together and you get this 360-degree view of what's happening in the market right now. All right, you've done the research, you've used the tools, and now you have a potential product in your sights. This is the moment of truth, the final product checklist. Think of this as the ultimate gatekeeper, the final boss. If your product can't pass this test, it's time to go back to the drawing board. Simple as that. And you have to adopt this mindset. Seriously, this checklist isn't a bunch of nice suggestions, it's a set of hard and fast rules. A product gets the green light only if it passes every single one of these tests. If it fails just one, you have to be disciplined enough to walk away. No emotional attachments, the data makes the call, not you. Okay, let's run through the checks. Is it taken daily? That means repeat customers, which is the lifeblood of a business. Does it solve one clear pain? That makes your marketing 1,000 times easier. Does it have over 30 active ads? That means your competitors are proving it's profitable. Is there popular TikTok content? That's your signal for viral potential. And finally, does it show real sales velocity? That's the ultimate proof. People are already voting with their wallets. Let's just pause on that number for a second. 30 plus. Why 30? Why that number? Because it means this isn't just one lucky competitor having a good month. It's proof that a whole ecosystem of sellers is successfully and profitably spending money to get customers for this product right now. It is one of the loudest, clearest market signals you can possibly get. Next up, we get to the bottom line. Can you actually make money on this thing? We'll get to that specific margin in a sec. Then we've got two really powerful bonus qualifiers. Can you market it in a bunch of different ways? And can you offer it in a more convenient form, like liquid drops? These aren't just little extras. These are how you carve out your own unique spot in a market that's already proven to work. And this right here, this is the number that separates a hobby from a real business. Your product has to have a potential margin of 2.5 to 4 times what it costs you. Now that might sound high, but that margin isn't just profit. It's what pays for your ads, your shipping, your customer service, your software, basically everything. Without that buffer, you're just running on fumes, and the business simply won't last.
So let's bring it all home. We've moved from the chaos of just throwing random ideas at the wall through a really structured research process and past a final, unforgiving checklist. But if you actually follow these steps, what you end up with is something way more powerful than just a product idea.
And that's really the point of all this. This isn't just a rigid list of rules to follow. It's a system that's designed to systematically strip away your fear and uncertainty and replace it with conviction. Every single yes on that checklist is another piece of proof, another reason to be confident. So when you finally launch, you're not just taking a wild guess. You are executing on a validated opportunity.
So there you have it. The blueprint is yours. The guesswork is gone, replaced by a clear path to validation. The only question left is the one on the screen. What single, clear pain are you going to solve first?